Today, we're going to be watching a 13-year-old figure out that his own twin brother just killed someone.
13?
We have watched a lot of disturbing things together, but this video is quite painful to watch. Shout out to Dr. Insanity for putting this video together, and let's get into it.
How are you?
Oh, you're coming out?
What's you editing?
I was editing Dexter. What do you guys suspect, or what do you guys know about what happened?
Police are speaking with 13-year-old Hunter and his twin brother Levi, and while they appear clueless now, one of them has just committed a gruesome murder.
We need to talk to essentially each of you, and we're wondering if we can go down to the police department.
I don't know what's going on. Neither do I.
Why is he smiling?
As the weeks-long investigation continues, detectives discover that these are no ordinary boys. One of them has spent years obsessively researching serial killers like Ted Bundy. Now he believes he's executed the perfect murder and can outsmart police. But a series of childish mistakes would cause his violent fantasies to slowly come to light, leaving his family and the entire town in utter shock as the monster they feared turns out to be a 13-year-old boy.
Find that fool, and he needs to die.
Whoa.
There has to be so many blood evidence. What happens now? He's only 13.
There's two types of people in this world. You've got monsters, you've got people who make mistakes.
If it's a murder, then it would be a monster, right?
I'm like so curious what the interview is going to be, but it's like there's some people that you can tell if there's no, like, how do you even save someone who's so far gone?
Why would you want to do that though at 13 though? Like
why would you ruin your entire life?
Yeah, they all think they'll get away with it.
It's 2 a.m. in the small village of Fairfax, Ohio, and tonight, a 13-year-old boy decides this is the night he becomes a serial killer. For years, he's been obsessed with true crime content, and with his family preparing to move away the following week, he's finally ready to put everything he's learned into action.
That's real?
At 2:30 a.m., he slips out of his house and walks less than 10 feet to his neighbor's house next door.
No
Once
way.
Inside,
In
the
your own
13-year-old
neighborhood?
puts on a pair of
Neighbor?
gloves, something he learned on YouTube that would prevent him from leaving behind his DNA.
Oh, don't worry, I saw it on YouTube.
Isn't YouTube kind of scary, like how much information it actually gives away?
I mean, on YouTube, you can learn to do anything at this point. And then you can also ask AI to pretty much teach you anything. You're like, how do I bury a 60-pound body? And it's like, oh, I can't help you with that. And then you go like, how do I accidentally hide a 60-pound chicken?
Accident? What did you say? No!
He moves silently through the house before approaching the bedroom of an elderly woman. At 2:40, he begins strangling her. But despite months of preparation, he quickly realizes this will be far more difficult than he expected. Because when the woman wakes up, she fights back, punching and brutally scratching the boy's face. But just minutes later, the woman is dead, killed at the hands of a little boy. At 3:15 a.m., he's back in his own bed, as if nothing ever happened.
he looks scary in that.
How can you say he watches Dexter, who only kills bad people, and he just kills like an innocent old lady across the street, bro?
Maybe it's like some trauma, something she did like when he was a child, maybe.
Look at this guy. I don't know if there's like a single positive thought.
It's just past 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Many Fairfax residents are returning home from church when the Fairfax police receive a 911 call, unlike anything they've heard in years.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
3919 Germania. I think my sister's might have been murdered. It might be some blood. I don't know.
Okay.
She did not respond when I yelled at her.
All right, sir. I have help coming out there for her, okay? You know that
Okay, thank you.
Might want to harm her or anything like that?
Absolutely nobody.
On the line is 61-year-old Daryl Tenpenny, insisting his sister had been murdered, something almost unheard of in this area. Moments later, first responders arrive at the house, unaware they are not only walking into a carefully staged crime scene, but that the killer is still nearby, watching police's every move.
Watching them, it's like in front of the window.
I mean, what is he gonna... He has to watch him. He has to know what's going on.
I don't know. He believes this is a murder, so camera on.
It's always been on since I hit my wife.
Hold. rigor.
Just try to touch as least as you guys can. Do what you guys got to do.
Yeah, no. So you have blood. Did he cover her up?
I don't know. The dispatch said that he found her with a pillow over top of her. I don't know about
Peroxide and cleaning chemicals? That's different. A lot of cleaning chemicals. Pepto-Bismol.
She drank it?
I don't know.
Well, let me go. You want the monitor?
We have rigor.
On the bed lies 64-year-old Sheila Tenpenny, partially clothed and deceased for what appears to have been several hours. As officers continue to inspect the house, they notice nothing appears to be stolen, supporting their working theory that Sheila may have taken her own life. And with that assumption comes the first accidental success for the 13-year-old killer, convincing him he's already outsmarted the police.
Can they not see the strangle marks?
I'm sure they see it, but they just don't know who would have done it.
They think that she swallowed something.
What if the murderer made her swallow something?
I just can't get over, like, 13 years old. Like, how can a 13-year-old do this, bro?
Yeah, this is a small town, isn't it? It's like, this is nothing they've ever seen before.
Yeah, everybody's gonna find out about this too.
However, what officers spot next would flip this theory upside down.
It's just a female DOA on Germania. Just kind of odd. Pillow over her face and some chemical
Hair
around the
underneath.
house.
Blood and hair underneath your fingernails.
Blood splatter around the bed. The guy that found her said the door was open, and he said that he told the squad that he thinks she was murdered.
So
What?
I don't see blood from her. So
Maybe
that
she's
might
partially
not be. Who knows? That's police work. I don't mean to overstep.
No, you're good.
Pills.
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
While the blood and hair beneath Sheila's fingernails certainly raised suspicions, investigators still refuse to rule out the possibility of this being self-inflicted.
Wait, if there's blood under your
isn't that
nails,
him?
doesn't that show like there was some
Yeah.
sort of fight back or some sort of like fight? Because it's like, how would you do that to yourself?
But before they send Sheila's body for autopsy, there's still something that doesn't sit right with them. They're baffled by how certain the victim's brother, Daryl, seemed that his sister had been assaulted before paramedics had even suggested that possibility. And with that statement
are they gonna make him a
alone,
suspect?
He has unknowingly made himself their first suspect.
No way.
So they decide to ask him a few questions.
Because he's a concerned brother? What?
He's the only person that is with her, knows of her location, and he says in the call that he knows no one that would hurt her. Technically, he would be the #1 suspect.
Yeah, that sucks though. Like, imagine being the own suspect to your sister's death.
How you doing, sir? I mean, obviously not great. I'm Officer Moore, Fairfax Police Department. When's the last time that you do you know? Yesterday, do you know what time about, or did you talk to her or see her?
I seen her, and actually, 7:09 p.m. is the last message I got from her.
Was there anything? Was she struggling with anything? No. I mean, mentally, physically?
No.
Nothing at all?
No, she's pretty happy.
Okay, so you made a comment to these guys when they first got here that you thought, like, she's
she's laying on the bed with her legs spread, and it looked like there was blood, and her head had stuff on top of her, like someone tried to smother her, and she looked like they ripped her.
Oh, he knows.
And I yelled at her, and I didn't see no movement from her whatsoever, and I just turned around and walked out.
Interestingly, Daryl never mentions performing CPR, and while police now know it likely wouldn't have saved Sheila, that's not something Daryl would have known for sure. And right here comes the second lucky break for the teen killer. Because every good murder needs a fall guy, and the police have just taken the bait with Daryl.
Does that make me a bad person? It's like, if I see my friend not even moving, and I would be paralyzed in almost fear. And it was like, I would call someone as soon as possible, 911, like emergencies.
People have different instincts. Like, he might have been like trained for those kind of things, but not trained like after death. Like, he might have taken like a CPR class, like, oh, maybe she just needs that.
Shortly afterwards, Daryl's interview wraps up, the scene is secured, and officers return to the station to await the autopsy results. But as investigators leave the house, they would overlook a crucial piece of evidence. Lying beneath Sheila Tenpenny's body was a men's wristwatch, a seemingly insignificant detail that would later become one of the key pieces of evidence
I
used
guess
to
in the
solve the
moment,
entire
he didn't
case.
realize.
The
And the
adrenaline.
adrenaline, yeah.
1 week passes, and then comes the update investigators have been waiting for. The forensic and DNA results arrive, completely overturning their initial assumptions. Investigators determined that Sheila Tenpenny had suffered blunt force trauma to the head and neck before ultimately being strangled to death. But they also confirmed something crucial. Sheila had managed to fight back. On her hands and beneath her fingernails are traces of blood and tufts of hair, DNA belonging to an unknown male. With these disturbing findings, there is no longer any question. This is a homicide.
Oh, they already got him.
Like the odds that it happened.
Wait, if they have his DNA, it's wrapped.
Well, they have to like connect the DNA to something though.
At least proves that that her brother didn't kill her.
Yeah, that 100% clears them.
So early Monday morning, officers returned to the neighborhood, going door to door in search of anyone Sheila may have wronged, and anyone with fresh defensive wounds. But in reality, the detectives couldn't be more off track. While the young killer quietly brags about the murder online, growing more confident by the hour, knowing the victim had absolutely no enemies.
Yo.
Wait, he talked about it?
Yo, this one was a fighter?
He messaged on Discord? That's crazy.
No, what's even crazier is why the hell is he talking about it online and bragging about it? He's too far gone. This guy, he cannot be saved.
And as police begin surveying the neighborhood, they have no idea which interaction will bring them face to face with Sheila's killer.
So you're one of the trusted family members. What we're doing is getting elimination DNA from anybody we talk to, as long as you're willing. Thank you very much. And then how about your hand? Just let me double check your hands. I know you work with them on the other side. Yeah, that's great.
I can't believe they haven't got a lead or anything.
There's a lot going on, I'll say. So this is just part of the process.
Here's my card before I forget, in case you have anything else or need to reach out. I have email and phone numbers on there.
Wow. Find that fool. Yes. And he needs to die. Capital punishment.
Well, I wish we did that more often, to be honest with you. So.
I mean, you know, if he gets out, he's going to do it again. You can't cure
you don't
that.
fix that. Yeah.
You don't fix that.
Okay, you're good there. I'm going to come up here soon. I know this is a pain in the ass, man, but
We're checking
I
for
definitely
marks.
appreciate it.
So you guys think this is a random thing? Or?
I want to say no. I do.
Well,
but
from what I've heard, you know, the guy down in that new house over there and a couple others, I've been out here having my cigarette.
Sure.
I hear, I think the brother did it, they're going to arrest him in a couple, 3 days. I'm like, what?
You think the brother did it, huh?
Yeah.
Why? Any reason why they think that?
I don't know. That's just speculation right now.
That's interesting.
The neighborhood drama must be insane
Yeah,
right now.
man.
It's like, it's been 2 weeks. They don't even know who it is. I bet all the families are like saying, oh, they did it. Oh, he did it. Oh,
Yeah.
she did it. Oh, he did it. That's like how you destroy like an entire town.
After speaking with more than a dozen people, officers uncover a major new rumor. Many in the village suspect Sheila's own brother, Daryl, is responsible. With this as their only real lead, another team of officers led by Special Agent Richard Ward
Well, they probably
makes a
have to still
surprise
test it.
visit to
Take some
Daryl's
time.
house, less than a mile away. And for the actual killer, the plan appears to be working even better than he imagined. Suspicion has successfully shifted onto Sheila's own family member, pulling detectives completely off his trail as they begin focusing in on Daryl. For now, though, officers have just arrived at Daryl's house, where it would soon become clear just how lucky the kid got and why Daryl makes the perfect fall guy.
I'm still getting a little lost my mother, and I have not straightened anything out. And now I got.
Wait, did he just say he lost his mother as well?
Yeah, he just lost his mother recently.
He's like being punished by God right now. Like, how does your own sister dies, then your mom dies shortly after, and now you're being blamed for the crime of your own sister?
Dude, I think that's the craziest part.
Oh, you aren't lying. Yeah. Well, these over up here are all these boxes. Where do you hang out at? In here. Oh.
Holy horde.
I need to ask you a favor. Just
Damn.
That is crazy.
Holy hoarding.
Could you just show me your shirt underneath your shirt that you don't? I just want to make sure. I want to satisfy myself.
You want
I
wire?
don't think you
What?
ever hurt anybody.
I think he's checking in for like weapons or something like
Okay,
that.
throw your shit back on. So you have any idea when the funeral's gonna be?
Well, we don't have.
They won't release the body yet.
I don't know. Nobody's contacted us.
I was going to send you a message this morning and say we are okay with that because we want this person caught.
Suffice it to say, Detective Ward is taken aback by Daryl's unusual living situation, but still no scratches.
Yeah, makes sense.
And so the investigation takes a step back. There is seemingly no one they can tie to the murder. No enemies, no leads, nothing. But that's because they're looking at this crime completely the wrong way. With the investigation at a standstill, officers canvassing the area continue knocking on doors until they reach the neighbor directly across the street, just 50 feet from the victim's home. It's one of the homes where no one answered earlier, and as they approach the front door, the homeowner, Rebecca, steps outside, unaware that in the next few minutes, her life is about to be turned upside down.
So I don't know when it actually happened. I know that we saw like the trucks or cars or whatever on Sunday. So and actually Sunday morning at like 6 a.m. We had to run to the ER because my son, the cat, I guess, was sleeping on his face, and they startled each other in the dark.
Oh,
man! It scratched him, and so we were worried that it was
That's kind of funny.
infected. And so
okay?
Yeah, he's fine. Okay. It wasn't a big deal, but it was just like traumatizing, and I was like, everybody get in the car.
Interesting.
If I was this detective, I'd be like, ding, 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 ding.
That could only happen from the woman fighting back.
I actually thought it was a cat. Damn, I'm so gullible.
I don't know why he would go into the ER. He's just putting himself in further blame. But then again, he is 13 years old.
Just a few feet away,
does it click for them?
13-year-old Levi Cart looks through the living room window and notices his mother speaking with police officers. Panicking, he pauses the YouTube video he was watching, runs up to his room, and locks the door. Back outside, officers begin piecing things together. The boy with fresh scratches across his body could very well be tied to Sheila's murder. In a few moments, detectives will step inside to follow up on this lead. But what they will soon find will defy their expectations. With that said, let's get back to the scene, where detectives are about to go inside Rebecca's house. Unknown to them, what they are about to find inside will be nothing like they expect.
Do you care if we come in, or you want them to come? Okay.
The only reason we're outside is because I was feeling stressed out. All right, I do think you cats though, so.
Oh, he's definitely scared so much now.
Hello. Do you wanna come out here?
What's up with that little gap in the wall?
Oh, it's like foreshadowing, like a jail cell.
Oh,
something like that.
Clean.
Talking, everybody?
Why is the investigator so like awkward and just shuffling around?
They're trying to like get clues without getting clues.
Can I talk to you? Do you want to talk in the living room, or do you want to talk in your room? There are people who are here. They're talking about something that happened actually earlier this week.
I know, what game are you playing over there?
You gaming?
Yeah.
Gaming?
Dexter?
He's a gamer.
He's gaming.
Oh, he's cap cutting.
Oh, editing.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
He's cap
Cap
cutting.
cutting. Yeah, he is the editor. Yeah.
Do you want to come sit down? Yeah.
Naturally, this is not the suspect the detectives were hoping to see, as 13-year-old Hunter Cart enters the room. Realizing they may have jumped to conclusions, the detectives still begin to question the boy. Perhaps he knows something after all.
So we're with the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation, and we're just talking to people to see if they might have heard or seen anything unusual that happened over the weekend.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah. My brother got into an injury and he had to go to the ER.
Yeah,
I got really sick and started vomiting and stuff. So
how were you feeling? Getting better?
A lot better. But
that's good.
That whole day was just kind of a blur for everybody, unless it's something that happened a long time ago. That's memorable. It's not really something I remember unless it is really, really brought up.
That's a really weird response.
For a 13-year-old, not gonna lie, getting interviewed by police is pretty calm.
I'd be pretty scared, to be honest.
I wouldn't have done nothing wrong and I would be looking so suspicious.
Although Hunter is unable to provide any new details, he seems fairly cooperative and willing to help. His twin brother Levi, on the other hand, is still in his room,
he's being weird.
refusing to come out. Earlier, their mother had mentioned Levi was editing Dexter, a crime drama centered around a vigilante serial killer, a show both detectives are all too familiar with. And it's here the detectives would begin to realize their initial hunch about Rebecca's sons may not have been a coincidence after all.
Yeah, it's usually never quick, but that's actually pretty quick.
Hello. How are you?
Oh,
you're coming out?
What you editing?
I was editing Dexter. Sometimes.
Why would you be editing Dexter now?
It's weird.
At this moment, you could have done it like next month when it's all like blows over.
Is that the cat that got you there on the nose?
I don't know what happened. We just. We both startled each other because my bed was right there.
Yeah, his bed was out here.
And
How is he so calm? What?
No,
He's like over-explaining himself.
Yeah, he's kind of stiff and awkward.
That we needed to cut their nails. Hunter's been saying that for a long
I
time.
felt so guilty because I had
So us moving, I mean, we know, everybody knows that cats just are awkward. So us moving, Marshmallow being weird because we're moving, and
Is Marshmallow the cat?
yes. And
Marshmallow.
Why did the cat look derpy though? Marshmallow. He doesn't look like a marshmallow though.
We packed it up, so that's also probably another thing. So yeah, me and him just
All right, bro, you gotta stop.
randomly saw each
Enough.
other. He scraped me on the neck. I'm not sure.
Poor Marshmallow getting blamed for nothing, bro.
He kind of scraped me on my face a little bit.
5.
And then mainly my nose. And I was
nose
trying
was
to
the
clean
scary
my
one.
I was trying to clean myself up.
Yeah,
it was
5
like-
stitches.
It was pretty deep.
Pretty deep.
It hurts
So
when it goes there.
we went back to the house after we got out of the doctor, and then that's when we saw the ambulances. I don't know, a lot of it's a blur because I tried to clean myself up, so I was distracted in the shower.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty brutal. You needed stitches for those cuts?
No cat cuts you that bad.
Especially a cat named Marshmallow? He's trying to blame this on Marshmallow, bro.
Any normal person would be like, yeah, this is how he scratched me, like this right here.
Yeah, now he's just explaining himself for 4 minutes about his cat scratching him. They didn't ask anything about that.
Interestingly, both brothers used the same word, blur, when recalling the incident. And while traumatic
That's from
events,
the show.
even something like death of a neighbor, can affect memory, what catches officers' attention far more is the way Levi seems to over-explain what happened.
Yup.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, that put me
what
in the
Blaza
office
said.
chair, bro.
He claims the deep scratches came from a fight with a house cat, something officers find difficult to believe given the severity of the wounds. So, with this in mind, detectives believe that despite their young age, the brothers have given them enough probable cause
See, look how
to
nervous
take
he
the
looks
next
there.
step.
Oh my god.
The detectives ask to
clenching
speak
his
with
teeth.
Rebecca
Yeah.
outside for a moment, where they request permission to collect DNA from both of her sons. Without much hesitation,
And they should be able to
she
just do that
agrees.
anyway.
But when the three of them return, one of the brothers would have a very different reaction to being tested.
Oh god.
Do you mind if I come? I can explain it to you.
Yeah,
So it's pretty.
he's feeling a little overwhelmed by this.
Yeah, I just feel like I've been to enough doctors recently. I don't want to.
So have you seen any like crime shows or anything? You know how we kind of do our job. The medical stuff's a little different than the
Bro's favorite show is
law
Dexter. What do you mean a little bit?
But I don't know if she explained to you, but we're just gonna swab your cheek, and it's not gonna go into any database or anything. But we're gonna compare it against stuff.
Also, they don't even have to drop blood.
That makes
They
sense.
just like why they can do saliva and stuff as well, right?
Oh, he said okay.
Yeah, that's what they're swabbing the cheek for.
Yeah.
But obviously, we're asking everybody on the street, and it would be super helpful if you could.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing it.
And you're Levi, right? Or
No, he's absolutely caught that.
Lewis. Okay.
His name used.
It'll be easier if you sit down for your legs.
Why don't I to do it first?
I can do it.
You guys have already
You're making him go in the hot
I can be the guinea pig too. It's whatever.
Of course, I just whipped that all the way apart.
GG, it's over.
Yeah, it's like you can't really say no because that just makes you prime suspect number 1.
No, but there's some cases where it makes sense.
Yeah, like if they have to draw blood or something, then I can understand.
The detectives proceed to take DNA swabs from both brothers, though Hunter and Rebecca are clearly far more willing to cooperate than Levi. But what one of the brothers doesn't seem to realize is that the more he talks, the more the Cart brothers begin to look less like witnesses and more like suspects.
Lewis has a few scars on his back, but it's just from the surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, see.
Oh yeah, you could show them.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well, it
wow.
looks pretty
I never noticed.
minimally invasive.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, I have worse scars than that.
Yeah, it
so.
didn't look like that. Yeah.
Sorry,
Very good.
I keep mentioning things
We
that
had a
you don't
good
mention
surgeon.
without your permission.
I find it boring.
How does it feel to have any scars now?
Dr. Stevenson. It's where they go in and they
How does it feel to have
test
scars
each
now?
nerve root that links to your leg.
What do you guys suspect, or what do you guys know about what happened?
Guys, do you think I did it or
It
what?
shouldn't happen. And we need to figure out
How much did you guys
why it
find
happened
out? Like, what's
so that, hopefully we can keep it from happening again. Because we'd hate to miss some evidence. And if you've watched any TV, we don't want to be those cops that forgot to do this or look into that.
We have
And
watched plenty.
They
You
love
know what I
They
mean,
love
so-
watching the true crimes.
It's kind of like TV, but it's a lot differently. Yeah.
Me and my brother, especially my brother, know a lot. I would say definitely my brother knows a lot about.
I don't know numbers.
Might as well
My
just get a big
brother
red
knows
arrow.
a lot.
No, this guy gets it.
Yeah.
This guy gets it.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Well,
That's cool.
recruitment
Yeah.
is always there. Everybody's looking for.
Yeah.
Those are hard spots to fill anymore.
I don't.
He's about to get recruited by jail.
Disabilities.
There's a spot for everybody, in my opinion.
Disability
Me
killer's
and
neighbor.
Lewis have both agreed that him especially is a lot more mature than most kids our age.
Oh, so you can handle this news.
You guys are handling it pretty well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why would you say that? It just set him up.
Man, this guy's a snitch, bro.
Yo, his own brother is throwing him under the bus.
What if he knows and like, hold up, big brain. Oh my God. He knows. He has an idea that he knows. He wants his brother to get caught, so he's just saying things. Because the thing is, they're twins, right? So wouldn't the DNA go to both of them?
Like throwing your imposter teammate under the bus.
By the end of the interview, the twins no longer seem like ordinary kids to the detectives. Their fascination with true crime, gory shows like Dexter, foggy memory, and, of course, the hard-to-explain cat scratches on Levi all point towards something deeply unsettling. With the DNA collected, investigators return to the station to brief the sergeant on everything they've uncovered.
These can only be
Now all they
their
can
other
do
suspects,
is
right?
wait
There's
for
no
the
other
DNA results
suspects
from
around here.
Daryl, the Cart twins, and several neighbors and family friends to come back the following day. Still believing a deranged killer may be at work, investigators know that until he or they are caught, no one in this quiet village is truly safe.
8 days.
The next day,
Crazy.
the DNA results finally come in, and investigators are stunned. Both of Rebecca's sons are a match, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're both at the scene. According to the forensic analyst, the lab cannot tell Levi's DNA apart from Hunter's, because identical twins share the same STR markers.
I was right!
We got a genius in the call.
You guys said I was stupid. I told you. But they're the same. They're wired the same way because they look the same.
Needless to say, investigators are now
course you knew
facing
that.
an extraordinarily rare problem. But even with these findings, detectives struggle to process the facts that the suspects are only 13 years old. Not only would they have to be deeply disturbed, but they would also need the physical strength to carry out a crime this violent. Then again, their age could also work in the investigators' favor. Teenagers are more likely to slip up, confess to friends or family, or leave evidence of their actions somewhere online. The problem
Discord.
is, detectives have enough probable cause for a search warrant, but not enough to formally detain Rebecca or either brother, something they absolutely cannot let the family realize. Nevertheless, they return to the family home, hoping they can persuade Rebecca to bring her sons to the station, allowing investigators to begin searching the house the moment they leave. But the situation is incredibly delicate. One wrong move could spook the family and shut down the entire investigation.
I'd move if this was like my kids.
Hey, we're back. Yeah.
You left your keys in the door.
We just walked in the house. Do you need to come in? What's going on?
Yeah, that'd be great. We
Japan.
have a couple things to talk about.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Good.
Just sat down to
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you just need me or?
Hey.
Oh, that one canes. I've never had canes.
You mean
What?
All three of you? Yeah.
Plus, you've had canes.
Do I need to be nervous? You make me feel nervous.
Relax, you're okay.
You're good, yeah. You want to take a seat?
Yeah.
You're good. Dang, though.
We're watching this woman's life fall apart.
Yeah.
So sad.
It's okay.
You say like that.
So it's a little less weird.
Yeah, come on in. Just relax.
Yeah, you guys are good.
You're so like nervous.
Do you guys want to sit
I mean,
down?
I would be
and
too.
more comfortable?
Hey, Lewis.
Sure.
Did you get canes too?
Yes, we literally just walked in the door.
Here. We need to talk to essentially each of you, and we're wondering if we can go down to the police department.
It's
just
the editing
to have
posture.
a better area to talk.
Okay.
So if you guys want, let's put some shoes and socks on, maybe a coat,
Maybe bring the
and
canes?
then we'll head that way.
What happens if they say no, though?
If they say no, they legally cannot do anything.
So this is just the easier way, but they could just, now that they have the DNA, they could get a search warrant and be like more aggressive about it.
Yeah, but that's a lot of paperwork and it takes a long time. Blah, 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 blah.
And then we'll head that way.
Clearly, detectives didn't arrive with a strong plan and are instead relying heavily on improvisation. Somehow, though, despite not having their answers fully prepared, they appear to be succeeding in getting the family to the station voluntarily. But that can only work for so long before someone catches on.
Do we need to be getting lawyers or something? I'm feeling nervous about this.
You're welcome to call an attorney.
Also, like, do we have to go?
Oh, magic words.
We would like it.
Yes.
It would make,
Ooh, do we have to, though?
do anything, I suppose.
Yo.
Mom could say no.
Yo.
They already got their coat on.
We get. How about
But
we,
she- of
we
course
get there,
she's
we
gonna
can explain
comply.
what's going on, give you some more info, and you can always.
Well,
you
she's
know.
thinking, like, my kids would never do this, and we have
Right.
nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we do that outside?
Sure. Do you guys want to wait a second? Is that what you mean?
All three of you outside, if possible.
Okay.
We need to go over some things in the neighborhood with you, ma'am.
The double glove glove.
Yeah.
And we got some pictures I want to show you, and I'll show you and your sons.
What do you say,
And there's
pictures?
a bunch of stuff we want to
Oh.
talk to you about. So, all right, you guys good?
When they get down there,
Are
talk
we
about
under
nothing
suspicion
with
for
them.
something? Or
We just want to talk to you. I think you guys could help us clear a lot of things up around here. So,
okay.
all right. All right, let's go.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
And he'll ride with you. Oh, okay, that works. Before we get, I just got to make sure there's nothing on you. It's gonna stick me, poke me, cut me.
Dude, what a promotion. Okay,
Stick me,
So if
poke.
you want to
Oh, I
step
just
over
said
there to
coke
him
me.
right there. All right, you can just have a seat right there for me. Do we have to put this on you for the whole 3 blocks we're
Imagine just getting canes and you gotta go to the police station. I'd be mad.
I mean, but there's nothing that we can't talk about.
Yeah, see?
Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
He actually doesn't
So why
know.
is his brother so nervous? Is it just because they're cops?
My anxiety levels went through the roof.
Oh.
They're 13, bro.
I don't
Chill.
know why there's so many, like, police vehicles either.
Yeah, that's definitely what scared me. All the cops immediately
like-
pull up. Like, one person's there, didn't see that other cop pull up, and then
I was just
Are they
like,
moving?
Why
Or
are
not?
they?
No.
What's
Dude.
the reason
I'm
for
sure
that?
it's,
When this
I don't know,
brother
maybe it's an
finds out, oh
intimidation
my
tactic.
god.
Yeah, they're just
guess,
sitting in
but
there.
what-
There's
I don't
people
know why
walking
they're
around.
trying to invest.
You would never have a relationship with your brother ever again.
Miraculously, despite
I think
the
you would, I
detectives'
just don't think you
sloppy
would,
handling
like,
of the situation
trust them as
and
much.
Rebecca's growing skepticism, they still managed to convince the family to come to the station. For now, they've purposely kept the twins together, hoping the cameras might catch something incriminating. But the brothers have seen this tactic before and say nothing, foolishly convinced they're outsmarting the police. Investigators have also just confiscated their phones and obtained house keys from Rebecca, allowing them to begin searching the home for any evidence tying the boys to the crime. But despite these small victories, this is where detectives would face a major reality check about their strategy. Upon arriving at the station, the twins are quietly escorted through a separate entrance and separated from their mother. The twins don't seem particularly worried, calmly following detectives
No, but it's
into the
cold now.
interrogation room.
Yeah.
Really cold,
But
yeah.
for Rebecca, the situation is very different. Because the moment she's finally informed that her sons are about to be questioned without her present, all hell breaks loose.
I don't want food. I want our lawyer to have my children stop being questioned without a lawyer present immediately.
Okay.
So let's make that happen.
She knew what happened. Oh my God.
You know who's doing what where?
Nope, but I can go get that figured out for you. It needs to happen right now. Okay, yeah, I'll go today.
This is probably the worst for the mom, man. She's just trying to do the best for her kids, right? And she thinks right now that both of them is completely innocent. I wonder when they're gonna tell her that they got DNA evidence.
At the same time, you kind of have to respect. You got to respect them actually doing this much research to care about finding the killer.
Yeah, I pay for that. I pay my tax dollars for that.
You're not even in the country, bro. What do you mean you pay your tax dollars? They're gonna delay it. Yeah, they're gonna delay the lawyer.
So comfy. They are comfy. Amazon? Not, yeah.
I'm trying to distract her.
People are so against it.
Yeah, I think that's so
Lawyer?
smart
I know you're
how they
being
do that. They do
funny.
everything so.
I need to know my children are not being
purpose.
questioned. No, that they have a lawyer. You didn't let us know that we were being detained.
You're not being detained. You're free to go.
No, you didn't let us know that you were detaining my children. They're free to leave. You did not. Right now? They're allowed to leave right now. Let's go.
Oh, they don't answer.
Right now.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Right now.
wait,
You
why
said
are they
they're
not
allowed to
answering?
leave. Yes or no? You cannot take them.
Oh,
This is
wait, so they're
not
lying.
how detectives hoped things would go.
They
Rebecca
wanted it
is
to go this way.
furious, and not without reason.
No, they
The
didn't.
detective just admitted that the boys are free to leave, yet does nothing when Rebecca demands exactly that. On top of that, her phone has been confiscated, making it impossible for her to even call the lawyer. It's here that the risk behind the detective's strategy, or lack thereof, becomes impossible to ignore. The advantage of this approach is that by withholding the real reason the boys are there, detectives limit the information the suspects can tailor their stories to, making contradictions and inconsistencies much easier to catch later.
Isn't this risky to do? Because they might be able to get this evidence thrown out.
Can they even do this?
She literally said, I want to know that my kids are not talking without a lawyer. And if the kids talk, I just assume that it'll get thrown out.
That said, when those suspects are minors and detectives need their mother's cooperation, this strategy can quickly backfire, undermining trust and damaging the legitimacy of the entire process. And unsurprisingly, Rebecca's outrage is only beginning as she storms out of the interrogation room in search of anyone willing to tell her what's really going on.
Everyone's just trying to avoid her.
You accusing them of
She says she don't care about food.
Is that why they're being detained? Because they're under suspicion for murder?
We're not questioning to find out if they know any additional details.
How would they know anything? Unless you were accusing them of murder and you think that they murdered someone.
So that's
I'm saying this whole charade, the way we've gone about this and approached it and slowly showed things to me because I've asked questions and not because you were transparent, is not okay. It literally just says, we have the ability to search all of your belongings. It doesn't say...
For what reason would they want to search the belongings?
It says for murder.
Because we're investigating the murder of the neighbor.
Yeah, and my 13-year-olds have not murdered anyone.
Okay, well, we're trying to find further information.
You don't know that.
That was divulged yesterday to put the case.
Yeah, but her mom's gonna say that even if she did know that.
So
Yeah.
I'm not going to be told anything. Why am I not being questioned?
We would love to talk to you if you would be willing to talk.
I'm literally standing here waiting.
Well, we were trying to talk to you, but you want to make phone calls and do all those things. If you'd like to talk, we can talk.
You're well aware. Hey.
So,
A lot. And nothing because they're not telling me anything.
I would assume because
I asked for a lawyer for the boys. He's saying because we talked yesterday.
I'm asking him. Calm down.
Sorry, I'm really worked up.
I understand. I understand. You have every right to be worked up. I'm just trying to sort it out.
All right, I'll let you do
So
your thing.
under what grounds are they being questioned? What prompted them?
there was a murder that happened across the street.
I understand that, but what specifically about our boys is causing you guys to bring them to the station for questioning?
Those details I
say
don't know because those investigators know more about that than I do.
Yo, are they just stalling them this entire time? They just keep on hitting them back with the most vague answer, and they're just like, oh, we don't know anything. While the boys right now are getting questioned.
That might be like the smartest way to do so.
Are there other Are you guys bringing in every neighbor?
No, we don't know.
We did 25 yesterday. I know myself and another agent.
To the station.
Well, I don't know how many people got brought here. This is. We're also doing a search warrant at the house too. So a judge has granted us
search warrant for her house and who else?
Well, the search warrant is for the house and the vehicle on the property.
Our house and vehicle.
Okay. Were there other search warrants for other
Not that I'm aware
neighbors?
of.
You guys are questioning two 13-year-old boys.
Well, we're not.
Dude, this is gaslighting.
That's a bit of attitude. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I would crash out if they just said that.
Someone is. You're absolutely correct. But I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
This is why we need our lawyer down here now. We need to make this happen. I don't have a phone. So this needs to happen on your end. Immediately, whoever we call.
After getting little to no answers from the detectives, the twins' father calls a lawyer, hoping he can intervene. But even with legal counsel now on the way, detectives press forward with the interviews, fully aware of the risk they're taking. At the same time, ever since the boys left with the police, a search of their home has been underway, and very soon it will begin yielding crucial evidence for the interrogations. As both brothers wait for their interrogations to begin, it quickly becomes clear that one of them is about to be treated very differently. Because Hunter had been significantly more talkative the day before, detectives opt for a more casual, friendly approach, and even his interrogation room reflects that. Levi, on the other hand, is placed in a cold, cramped room, subjected to the kind of interrogation tactics typically reserved for an adult suspect. Based on the scratch marks alone, detectives strongly suspect Levi is the killer, but there is still nothing ruling out the possibility that Hunter may have helped him, especially after learning that Levi has significant mobility issues. Now, with a lawyer on the way to the station and two furious parents pacing outside, the clock is ticking. So detectives split into two groups to question the boys simultaneously. And as the questioning begins, Hunter's interview escalates far quicker than expected, because there's something he needs to get off his chest.
Oh my god, he's snitching even more.
Bro, they're making a 13-year-old like sign his life away and all his rights, bro.
You can't sign that, right?
I don't think this is legal.
Of course, I feel a little pressured, but I don't feel like I have to sign those.
Okay.
I just know it's more suspicion is put on me if I don't answer any questions. So.
Yeah, we're here to talk.
Why are you saying it like that? Like you don't need to say it like that. It's more suspicious. Shut up.
I know. The lawyers don't have to say nothing.
I don't think my brother would be able to do anything like that. But because that day he got scratches on his face, because of that day it all seems like a very wide coincidence. You know, because of course his cat was his fat.
Ooh,
his fat.
We talked about it,
ratting him
and
out.
it certainly looks like
He
Lewis
said
has...
his back.
No, he literally said it's a coincidence, you know, like that he got scratched up and this person died, basically.
At this early stage of the interview, Hunter,
What interview?
completely
This guy's doing a
unprompted, begins
podcast.
talking about the scratch marks, which he believes are the most concrete evidence against his brother.
Yo, he's just talking. He wasn't even asked any questions, and he's just yapping about it. I'm defending this guy, bro. I mean, he's 13. He doesn't know his brother. He thinks they're completely innocent.
Now that Levi's gone, let me tell you something. So coincidental that someone died and he got scratched up. Kind of crazy. Wasn't even home last night.
It's his brother. He would never think his brother would commit a crime.
But he's snitching on his brother, though, by saying that, even though his brother is, like, innocent.
But he, like, fully believes it doesn't matter, that all the clues will come out and they'll be fine, you know?
But while he frames it as a coincidence, back at the house, police executing the search warrant notice something that immediately casts doubt on the story. On Rebecca's bed, they find Marshmallow sitting completely calm. But more importantly,
Seriously,
perfect loaf.
Far too small to match the injuries on Levi. This information is relayed back to detectives at the station where Hunter and Levi are being interviewed. And while Hunter appears eager to talk, Levi's interview is moving far more slowly, as detectives focus on building rapport and choosing their words extremely carefully. So seeing just how much more talkative Hunter is, investigators keep their focus on him for now, hoping he can offer further insight into his brother, or perhaps even turn on him.
He had extra, like, red scratch marks on his face. I mean, that seems obviously suspicious, but like I said, I don't
Police says it.
he could do something like that. I'm gonna keep saying this, but this makes me feel really upset because a lot of evidence is piled up against him, but like...
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if you guys suspect him of anything.
That's
They
mad,
haven't
man.
said a word to this guy, by the way.
Yeah, they just offered him a chair,
I
bro.
really don't believe he...
Dude, this is actually so sad. As he's talking, he's figuring it out.
Like, he doesn't want to believe it.
That might be genuinely the worst thing that you could ever figure out as a brother.
The person most like you is a monster.
That's heartbreaking.
He could do anything like that. Even though he has all these things.
He's never talked about anything like that with you? Because we agree
Anything like what?
About hurting somebody, or when he gets triggered, he gets upset and acting out and just saying things, or, you know, I don't know how he behaves when he's triggered.
No, like I said, no, he doesn't behave weirdly when triggered. He just doesn't... He's just quiet. It's upsetting for him. Like, he started crying when he got back to this house because he said he never gave us an explanation as to why he's triggered, but...
Interestingly, although Hunter describes the suspicious behavior he's noticed from his brother, he continues to insist that Levi could not actually be responsible for the murder. But detectives can't tell whether his reaction is genuine or part of a calculated effort to distance himself from the crime. At this stage, though, they're fairly certain Levi is the culprit and decide it's time to stop speculating and focus on something more concrete. So they turn to a key piece of evidence Hunter can't deny. Something they had kept hidden from the twins. A watch recovered from beneath Sheila's body. One investigators initially dismissed, but now strongly suspect belongs to one of the two boys. And whether he realizes it or not, what he says next would seal their fate.
You recognize that?
That's Lewis's farm. That's Lewis's watch.
That's crazy. He's just sold him.
No, it's absolutely done.
Because he still doesn't know. He just doesn't want to believe it, bro.
You know what I'm really curious about is how's Levi's interview going?
Lewis's watch? Yeah. Okay. Alright. What do you think about that?
What do you mean?
Okay, let me widen it out. That's the picture. What do you think that's a picture of?
Try to take some deep breaths.
Just a watch.
We don't have any of those blankets.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember him saying that he lost his watch.
And when did he say that?
Oh, write that down, write that down.
On that day.
He
was scratched. Oh my god, it's unfolding.
It's clicking in his head.
It's clicking right now. Dude, that's insane.
He sounded, the way he said, I don't know where my watch is. I don't feel a person would say that. A person would say it that way, knowing
where
that,
it is.
You know, they wore their watch if they did that.
Yeah.
Are you saying he purposefully hurt?
Oh man.
No, bro. No, this is extremely sad, dude.
Detective did a good job of like explaining it like quietly instead of like dropping it.
I just don't understand how this is legal.
Honestly, I think the police officers were like so in the wrong. I mean, who makes a 13-year-old sign a document, like get him in here in the room by himself? Like that's insane.
I mean, they got the right information, just in the wrong way, I think.
We don't know what his purpose was. We just know he made a mistake.
How would he even do that? He's fucking disabled. How would he sneak out of the house, get into the house, stab
Stage
somebody?
1 denial.
Is it true that them?
Huh?
Is that true?
They think that because she was
Did you find
partially...
DNA evidence?
We're not gonna...
Unless he did.
Yeah, so...
There's no way he would do that.
There's some stuff.
Wait, where did that come from?
There's no way. There's no way. If he... There's no way. It's not plausible. There has to be someone who planted evidence. There has to be some misunderstanding.
At the thought of his own brother being responsible for the murder, Hunter appears to completely break down. Detectives realize he's now too emotional and overwhelmed to provide any more reliable information, so they decide to end the interview. Despite failing to secure a confession and not fully ruling him out as a suspect, still, they've learned something important. More insight into Levi and confirmation that his watch was indeed at the scene. But just outside the interrogation room, the boys' parents continue arguing with deputies. And with a lawyer coming to intervene, investigators are running out of time. If they want to secure an admission before the interview is shut down, they know they need to raise the stakes with Levi. So the detectives interviewing him finally move on from building rapport and shift the conversation to the scratches, testing whether his explanation matches the one he gave the day before.
Do you know what we're investigating?
I mean, I know something happened on the street.
Across the street?
Right. In front of me.
Right. A woman was murdered, right? So we're trying to find out what happened.
I mean, I've already talked to FBI investigators. My cat had randomly woke me up with all the lights off, like sitting on my neck. So it like scratched my face. I felt very bloody, obviously. There was a lot of scratches on me. Usually, because of my disability as well, I use like a shower chair.
Yeah.
Because I can't really stand for that long without getting like super fatigued and falling or like walking around for too long. I didn't use the shower chair because I didn't want to make a bunch of noise and make anybody up.
Right.
So I ended up literally falling, and I fell and like hit my head on the shower hose.
Where'd you hit it at?
I think like around here, like right here.
Jeez.
So I don't know.
Did that cause you to bleed more?
Yes.
As Levi once again over-explains the incident, detectives notice he makes a point of emphasizing that the injuries became worse after he slipped in the shower. But something else in Levi's account immediately stands out. After mentioning his medical condition, detectives recall reviewing his records and discovering that Levi has cerebral palsy. This brings the detectives back to an earlier question. Not only is Levi just 13 years old, but his disability raises serious doubts about whether he was even physically capable of carrying out such a violent attack on his own, especially considering Sheila fought back. Investigators know Hunter is physically stronger, has no disability, and shares many of the same interests in true crime as his brother Levi. At this point, detectives are realizing they may have prematurely cleared Hunter, treating him more like a witness than a suspect, and in doing so, may have lost their chance to implicate him. But with the pressure mounting on Levi,
It was actually
this may
him,
be the
yeah.
perfect opportunity for him to turn on his brother. And for the first time during his interview, the bond between the twins is about to be truly tested.
Dude, he's gonna frame it on his own brother.
That would actually destroy me if he's just going to set this all up on his brother instead.
No, I doubt it. There's no way.
It cannot be his brother because his brother didn't have any marks or anything.
Yeah, but right now his brother can still be a suspicion, right? Because they both had the DNA there, right? And since he's physically capable of doing something like that.
We get in and like 15 minutes later.
15 minutes.
Mom starts seeing a bunch of sirens outside. And she opens the window and she's like, oh my God, something happened to Denise. And me, already in a panicked, weird state, I kind of started feeling emotionally triggered. And when she said there was a bunch of ambulances outside, I started to freak out even more. I just felt even worse because Mom had said that something had happened to Denise, our neighbor, right in front of us. And I started feeling even worse, just to the fact that the same night that something happened or something like that had happened, that I had an injury of my own.
Although Levi never directly blames his twin brother for the murder, he seems more focused on how bad the situation already looks for him. And as the interview continues, it would only get worse, because detectives begin receiving critical updates from the house search that is still ongoing, and officers have started uncovering disturbing items. Inside Levi's bedroom, officers recover a journal containing violent writing and repeated references of wanting to
Okay,
kill
well, how
someone.
obvious is
They
that,
also
bro?
uncover a growing
No,
obsession
that
with
could be
serial
something else,
killers,
bro.
books,
It could be-
online
yeah,
content,
yeah.
and material saved focused on infamous murderers, and in particular, Ted Bundy. Detectives begin to realize this was far more than just a morbid curiosity. Over time, what began as an interest in true crime had evolved into something far darker for Levi, and now detectives are left trying to determine whether this interest in violence had consumed them both. Because Levi and Hunter are twins, the blood DNA recovered at the scene is consistent with both of them, something detectives choose to intentionally keep from Levi. Instead, they plan to tell him that the DNA points specifically to him, hoping this pressure will make him crack. But if Levi is the criminal genius he thinks he is, he will easily be able to see through the detective's bluff.
So you said you've never been in Denise's house, never been, okay. Do you know what DNA is? You ever heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay. So we're trying to figure out, and I want you to help me explain this, okay, why your blood would be in Denise's house. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well,
He seems way too calm about that.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, what? How did that happen?
I'm not sure. Let me think.
I don't know.
Let me think of an excuse real quick.
He was not the thinker, bro.
Let me think of an excuse.
That's what we're trying to find out.
Because I don't know why it would be in my house. I mean, in her house.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to figure out. That's why we're even here right now.
Oh.
Maybe the cat
Remember we got those
transferred
swabs from you?
Who's the
Well, we
cat?
compared that to the
Marshmallow
blood in the
took a
house, and
test
it
tube,
not only
filled it with his
comes
blood,
out
and
your
ran
blood
to
mixed
Denise's
in with
house
it.
and dumped it all over the floor.
I don't know what explanation I could give you or even come up with that would be equivalent to how that would happen.
There's only one person here that knows, and that's you.
How do you know that?
Because there's no other way that part of you can be in that house without you never being in there.
I can agree with that.
Right? So that's why I just need an explanation as to how. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around it, you know?
Well, I'd have to wrap my brain around it first.
Yeah, we need to wrap it around together. You know?
Can you help me with that?
He's trying to, like, use all the TV shows he watched, the fake stuff he watches online, and he's trying to use it here in real life as if it's not these police officers' jobs to see right through that.
Yeah, like they do this every day.
And he's laughing about it too. He doesn't care at all. He has no sorrow.
Well, he thinks he's gonna get away from it scot-free.
I can if you help me. I can help you if you help me.
How do I help you?
By telling me the truth.
I told you the truth, though.
I don't think you're telling me all the truth.
What? But I'm not lying.
Well, I think you're about how you got hurt. We have your blood in her house, and we're trying to figure out how it got there. That's the bottom line.
Well,
that's the bottom line. I mean,
you get my blood from somewhere?
We don't need your blood. We got swabs.
I just mean, like, did somebody put my blood in that house for a reason?
Oh, I don't know. Would you tell me? Would they?
Well,
I didn't put your blood there.
I don't have any enemies.
I didn't put your blood there.
I mean, I'm only 13. I don't know why anybody would put my blood in a house, but I mean, who knows? Is there any more questions you have for me, or like what?
Well, I want to get past this, and we're not getting past it. You don't know, I don't know. So we're not resolving anything.
Well, I'm not sure if we can resolve it if I don't know and you don't know. Does you know?
I mean, listen,
what is even that face?
I wholeheartedly believe that there's two types of people in this world. You've got monsters, you've got people who make mistakes.
I think
classic.
He's like the good cop, and the other guy's like the bad cop.
Help us explain this.
What do you disagree with about that statement?
I just think that, you know, there's there's a lot of different types of people in the world. There's not monsters and people who commit mistakes.
Well, I'm simplifying things in terms of, a crime, a murder, right?
Oh.
There's two types of people who would commit a murder. There's a monster, and there's people who make mistakes. Like his example of the...
Got carried away.
Well,
Things got carried
if it's
away.
a murder, then it would be a monster, right?
Not necessarily.
You don't think so?
No.
Still believing he's in control of the situation, Levi never asks for a lawyer or even his mother, and unsurprisingly fails to catch the detective's bluff about his DNA. But while Levi remains convinced he's outsmarted the police, he has no idea that while the evidence uncovered in his room is already damning enough, what detectives are about to find on his phone will destroy any chance of walking free.
Yo, his Discord messages, bro. It's rap. Actually, I can be mean because he's a murderer, so I can be mean.
He's like smart, but not smart at the same time.
He's not smart at all. You write in a notebook saying, I will kill you. You brag about killing people online. You can't delete it. It's there forever.
Because before long, detectives would receive the final and most crucial breakthrough
sending you
in the
what we found on the phone?
investigation.
What?
After searching the brothers' phones and social media activity, it begins to uncover a disturbing picture. Just one day after the murder, Levi writes, "This one was a fighter." Detectives realize this wasn't a spur-of-the-moment act. Levi had been planning a murder for months, with searches of how to choose the perfect victim, how to strangle someone, and how to defeat a police interrogation.
Dude, he got it though. He learned from ChatGPT.
Dude, he thinks going on incognito mode and using ChatGPT will be the solution to all your problems. Why is ChatGPT even giving these whole explanations right now?
Yeah, and they've just stuck it in the video for everyone to see.
And they would uncover even more evidence tying Levi directly to the scene.
Oh,
Not
crazy
only is
eyes.
the watch
He's
confirmed
insane.
to be Levi's, but inside his room, they discovered a shirt covered in Sheila's blood and gloves
great.
matching
Wow.
the wounds from the crime scene. Now, even without a full
You getting that
confession,
one, this
Why is that
detectives
just
know
there?
they have enough evidence to formally charge him. With this, both interrogations finally come to an end, and as a detective steps out to inform the parents that one of their young sons is an alleged
it's
killer, all
nighttime
they can
now.
do is
Yo.
stand
Lawyers still didn't
shocked,
come, that's
silently
crazy.
waiting to hear their son's fate.
This is horrible.
Yeah. This is their dad.
Wait, where's their other son?
I'm Special Agent Ward with Beast Bureau Criminal Investigation. We see two of my colleagues here, my other colleague. Now, there's some certain things I'm going to tell you that we have that are bad, okay? All right, that watch that we showed you was under her body.
Oh, now she knows.
Yes.
That's insane.
No. Okay, I have more things to tell me.
Okay, I don't know what in the world happened. We're not talking to him anymore. I mean, he doesn't want to really talk anymore. I don't know what happened.
You can keep talking.
Well, we have a lot of other evidence too. I'm just trying to figure out what in the world happened.
I don't know. No.
And then
No.
That's insane.
Okay, I'm sorry. What else?
I'm not doing this to.
I don't think you are.
I'm just trying to do my job, and
I'm in
so are my
shock.
colleagues.
What happens now?
I'm consulting with the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office.
He's only 13. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Well, I know, honey, I know. Okay.
I'm a brother, yeah.
I'm giving all my prayers to these two, bro.
He's 3, bro. The father's there too. He's trying to hold it back.
Oh god, I feel like such a over being so stern. I never.
You're a mom.
There's no way you could have known.
After finally learning what their son had done, Levi's family are left to come to terms with a devastating reality. With the overwhelming evidence against him, on November 10th, 2025, Levi Cart ultimately pleads guilty to aggravated murder, aggravated burglary, and strangulation in the killing of Sheila Tenpenny. And because of his age, Levi receives the maximum sentence allowed under juvenile law. He will remain in a juvenile facility until he turns 21, meaning he is expected to be released in 2033. But for Sheila's family, the outcome still doesn't feel like justice. Under juvenile sentencing laws, Levi cannot legally remain incarcerated beyond that age. And at Levi's sentencing, the lead investigator warned the court, telling the judge he made a mistake. It was good luck for us that he did, but in the future, is he going to learn from those mistakes? That's what I'm concerned about. For the detectives involved in the investigation, there remains a terrifying possibility that Sheila was not the end of Levi's violence, but only the beginning of what he could be capable of.
Bro, that's crazy that he's going to be released like in less than like 7 years.
That's his entire teenage years, though.
Yeah, his entire childhood's over. Like, he has no life anymore.
I mean, first of all, huge prayers to the entire family. I mean, having to deal with that, no words can describe that. What I'm really mad about is that I know the jail systems here are not gonna do him right and maybe even make his mental state worse.
How does he even look at his family in the eyes anymore, you know?
How does he do anything after this, you know?
Very heavy.
Huge shout out to Dr. Insanity for putting that together. If you guys want to see more videos like this, just let me know, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.